Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is going to be like a forest glen type feel. I wanted it to be like this glowy forest feeling. And so for that, I want to do two things. I want it to be very green and glowy, but also I'm going to do an all over lighted gem, which is not something I normally do. Normally I just do direct light gems because that's just what I prefer. But I kind of felt like I wanted to do this as an all over gem. So let's do that. My colors are, since everybody always asks, light yellow glaze, and that will kind of be for the middle and how I want to like make it glow. And then we have dark cadmium yellow. And then I have emerald green. And I have deep cobalt green. And of course, for some extra shadow and some extra depth and darkness around the edges, I have cold gray number 6, I believe. 5, 6. So, number 6. It's like as dark, I think, in the grays as you can go. Almost, or in the cold grays. Before like Payne's gray, and then there's black, or something like that. Anyway, really dark. You could always use black if you want to, or if you don't have like all of my colors that I do. But I have the full polychromo set, so why not use it? Alright, so a couple of things that I want to do is I want to add like this almost a ring type thing going on. So what I want to do is start with the light yellow glaze, which will obviously be the reflected light. But what I want to do is go in here and we're going to not do the entire circle. Obviously you can see that I'm leaving an edge here. But do quite a bit of the middle. And just do like a really light coating like this. Guys move, okay? Thanks. And then what I kind of want to do is create this like vibe effect, or what I'm hoping will be a vibe effect. I don't know, I've never done this before, and most of my tutorials I just kind of make up, just so you know. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark cadmium yellow and kind of make a ring, like an O around it. And of course, as always, I'm being very, very light-handed, working in light circles because I want to blend everything together really, really smoothly and really pretty. So, okay, like that. And then we're going to kind of build upon that. Got hair like falling everywhere because I just gave myself bangs. I know, scary, but whatever. I've always cut my own hair, so I'm really not afraid. It's hair, it grows back, y'all. And I shouldn't say always cut my own hair. My mom used to do it before her, my grandma, so. Anyway. So I'm just going around and reinforcing, sort of, the light yellow, going on top of it, in the middle, and also around the edge of it as well. And then we're going to go on and use the greens because I want to kind of start drawing that in. So first we're going to do the emerald green, which is actually a very light green, I think. Now when it's really, really sharp, you got to go super light with it because you don't want to leave any little pencil marks when you're done and you start blending it around and whatnot. The lighter you go, the better, honestly, so that you can really just blend them all together. Unless, of course, you're going to use like odorless mineral spirits or a blending pencil or whatnot. I don't think I'm going to. I might. I don't know. But just kind of see how it goes. Right now, I don't think I feel, or I don't feel like I really need to. So I'm not going to at this point. That could change. Could always change. Okay. So I'm kind of bringing in almost a layer of that green right over the yellow. And then we're going to go in and with the light yellow glaze, just go over it like that. And it makes it so pretty. I love mixing yellows and greens because they go so gorgeous together. Okay, so dark cadmium yellow, and we're going to reinforce our kind of like little ring here because I just want to. So this is going to be like a forest fairy green ring thing going on. What should we call this gem? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I already said it, but I'm gonna have to revisit it. Figure out what I said. And you know, we could actually almost have like, I'm kind of going in here to the middle as you can see. But if you want to, and I might, use either a cream or a white in the middle to help give that glowy effect. Anyway, let's continue with our greens out here and do another layer of emerald green. Which I am just really loving at this moment. Okay, and then let's use our deep cobalt green. I'm going to start really deepening this green out here. If I'm shaking the camera, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I cannot tell because I rest my arms on the table, which is horrible, and I should really work on my posture and everything, but I don't because I'm lazy. Anyway, so with this first layer, I'm bringing it up over the emerald green as well as getting it nice and dark near the edges. Well, not yet, but I'm working there. Working on that. Okay, now I'm gonna go around and just do some more on the edges because I really want those edges to be nice and dark, because when we want it to look nice and rounded, so you always make sure that your edges are nice and dark. That. I like it. Guys, I like it. Okay, so now we're just going to go in with our emerald green. Start building that kind of in-between flavor here. By flavor, obviously I mean color. And of course, to speed up this process, you can always blend it using the odorless mineral spirits or one of the blender pencils or something like that. If you use a blender pencil, don't push too hard. If you burnish the page, if you push too hard, you're gonna flatten out the tooth of paper. You won't be able to do any more layers, and your gem will be finished. Like, you won't be able to do anything else with it. So if you're gonna do the blender pencil, just be careful. It does take longer to do them like this, but I really love the saturation and the effects that I can get with it, so I don't mind. I think I actually might use a blender. I don't know. It's not quite as soft and dewy as I want it to be, but I guess that's okay. Maybe it'll just be like really powerful instead. Okay. I really want to like blend it, so I'm going to grab cream, just because I want to like blend it. You know what I mean? And this is light enough that I can go over like all of this and just kind of give it an extra bit of help. Sorry. Okay. Back to the dark, deep cobalt green, because it definitely needs more depth and everything else in here. And just going around and trying to make sure that I just have all of the color saturation that I want, as well as blending and getting rid of little white dots, because everybody hates little white dots. This is a little sharp for me, so I need to lighten my pressure. Go over that. Now we're going to bring my light green in, and there it is. See that blend? Perfect. And that's when I'm actually pushing just a little bit harder so I can get a nice blend going after all of these layers. And yeah, you can see I'm bringing it up a little bit there. Probably more than I should. It's okay. I love the layers that you can get with these. I just love it. That's why I'm a polychromos person. Yeah, I pretty much like that. So, what I'm going to do is use my cold gray and go right around the edges, and putting gray on this darkens it as well as desaturizing it a little bit. And when you're pulling that color down, like down as far as vibrancy, then it creates the more of the illusion that we want, which is that light is not hitting that part of the gem, and light would not be hitting the edge of the gem. So it helps create that illusion that the edges are rounded down, because the color just would not be nearly as vibrant right around the edge. So I want the edge to be nice and dark and desaturated. That is one of the reasons I use grays and such on the edges. Now, because this is so dark, you could go all the way to black, but I find that gray is enough, because then if I use black on the setting around it, that will drop it down another level, and then it will feel almost more like the gem is popping up from that. So that's what I want to do, is I'll do the setting and like have the black shadow and like have a gray out here, and then I don't know how I'm doing the leaves yet. Maybe I'll do them in like a coppery color. That'd be really cool. So, okay, when I'm doing the all around like lighted gems like that, what I prefer to do is get my gel pen for the highlights, and I kind of do this like I would do excuse me, with a direct light gem, and I have this little highlight up here, and then I'll do it in the opposite direction over here. And then I'll just kind of have like a few like really smaller ones like closer to the edge, and then I'll have like a couple around here. But I don't want all of them to be like the same, you know what I mean? Like I don't want all of them to look like they're on a like they're an actual circle, like, because I want them to kind of dance around the edge. Well, they're not dancing, but you guys get what I mean. So, and of course, if you want to, I don't know why I put so many dots, good gosh. You can just get one of your pencils and you can kind of clean up your highlight. I like to do the ones that are like really close to the edge, like really fine. Like I want them to be really thin, and so that the main focus is on the two opposite ones, right? So I leave those a little bit bigger, and I make sure the edges of these that the ones around here are just a little bit thinner. That way I have the main two, and they could be bigger if you wanted them to be bigger, but I kind of like that. So there we have it. And I might fix them. I might make them a little bit bigger if I wanted to. I might leave them like that. I might take them all off and try it again. I don't know. But honestly, I kind of like it. So this is like our like glowy forest gem. That's what I'm going to call it, the glowy forest gem. Okay? Yeah. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like it, and I hope you try it, because if you do, I want you to post it onto GemHouse, my Facebook group, and show me, because I always want to see. I mean, anytime anybody does one of my tutorials, I always want to see, or if they're just inspired of it and they do something close to it or whatnot, I always want to see. So tag me, show me, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.